So, as you're cutting, tell me, so when you talk about this being your dream, I mean,
Oh my gosh. I have always loved working with my hands in either pottery, clay, crafts of any kind, painting. Bob Ross was my hero. I loved watching him because he just made painting so easy. And this has always been just a lifelong dream for me, just to be able to have a job where I can come and play all day. This is play for me. And this is just so relaxing and so much fun. I'm one of those people that can see trash or see treasure out of trash and can make things out of nothing. For example, pop cans, squashing them and making them look like ghosts for Halloween and painting them. And the opening is the mouth and you paint the eyes and stuff and you just hang them. Just stuff like that. My favorite thing to work in is jeans. Old blue jeans. I've made aprons. I made hobby horses for my grandchildren, bag ladies. I mean, I love jeans because you can make so many things with it. I've made purses for myself. This is the first time in a long time that I've come to work and actually can say I'm looking forward to going to work because I know I'm going to have fun today. So, I mean, how unstressful is it to sit and cut circles and then make superheroes?
very nice.
So it's been fun. Yeah, I'm really loving this, and it's so much fun seeing the guys just take off and flow with this. 2 days I went down to talk with Patty and Robert with Ray Schmidt. They just opened up a doorway that I thought, oh my God, this is the direction I've always wanted to go, and I didn't know how to get there. And when I came back here, I had the guys sit down, and I said, we're just going to doodle. And they go, doodle? What's doodling? And I said, well, it's doodle. So I sat down and just kind of did a little bit of drawing, and oh, okay. And I said, it could be anything you want. It doesn't matter what it is, what it looks like. It's all for fun. So they had their black magic markers, and they were sitting there, and they were kind of like looking at each other, and like, oh, you know, hers looks better than mine. And you could tell that they were really self-conscious and wanted to make things perfect. And so to break the stress of that, I said, well, wait a minute, guys, if you're having trouble, maybe it's because you don't have your doodle hats on. And they're looking at me like I'm nuts. And they said, what's a doodle hat? And I said, well, you can't doodle without your doodle hat on. And so I started rolling up pieces of paper that were, you know, like this big, and just taping them as I went and fit them on their heads. And I said, you can't doodle without your doodle hat. And they were more concerned about keeping their doodle hats on than what they were drawing. They started laughing, talking to each other, and then it just started to flow. And we got all kinds of drawings. Within a half an hour time, I had 5 sheets that were full of drawings and doodles. And during that whole period of time, every 5 or 10 minutes, I would take that sheet that they were working on and say, pens up. And they're like looking at me, oh God, what's she going to do now? And I would just shift it and turn it. And I said, add to it. Add to it, do whatever you want to it, it doesn't matter. And when I saw that they had that sheet pretty much full, I would take that one out and slip it in. I eventually had like 3 groups going at 3 different tables, and I would shift those drawings to the different tables. By the end of the day, we had so much art and drawing, it was just wonderful. And then the second day, we were working on hands, and I just had them draw around their hands, and I says, now we're going to doodle, you know, with your hands. And they were having trouble with that. They were struggling, and they were just coloring it in solid. And I said, look, remember how we doodled the day before? I said, that's what you need to be doing. So I sat down and I drew my hand and I started doodling with them. Oh, okay. I got a whole couple sheets full of hands with faces and doodles and all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be one of our other projects later on. We're going to use those hands in probably a wall hanging piece of art of some kind. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. I am having so much fun thanks to Patty and Robert.
You can see that it's easy to continue that, huh?
Oh yes, yes. I'm going to feel really lost because now I've made a great friendship with both of them, and it's like part of the family is leaving. So
They're not that far away, which is good.
no, they're just a phone call away. So that's really great. But they have been so helpful and so inspirational. I mean, it's just been, and the guys just love them because this is the first time in their lives that they've been able to choose or make decisions on what they want to do. And to sit down and watch somebody take a blank board and they're sitting there, well, what do you want me to do? It's like, whatever you want, doesn't matter. Whatever you feel like doing, it doesn't matter. I can draw whatever I want. Go for it. And it just flows right out of them. We have had so many wonderful pieces come out of all of this. The guys are just, you can see such a difference from the first week to this week. Everybody just comes, picks up a piece of fabric, piece of art. If they want to paint, the paint's on the table, they paint. If they want to draw, they'll pick up a magic marker and they'll draw. We've got the paint pens if they want to do that.
Could you have Eric B come to the front office? He will be leaving for the day. We'll talk him out at 11 o'clock.
Sorry. So they'll pick up all the pens and everything, and it's just flowing.
So it's definitely not color within the lines.
No, and it's taken on a life of its own.
Yeah.
This is what I have always dreamed of having, just a studio where people can come in and do whatever they want.
Well, I don't know what you were like before, but you're just beaming now. I mean, when I came in, you were just...
Yeah, my face hurts because I've been smiling so much. The first week, I was so excited about the possibilities, that I had so many ideas and so many things that they had told me and shown me. Buzzing through my head, I was laying there awake at night because I couldn't sleep. I have found that Tylenol PM is a wonderful tool to use when you're
I'll send this to them as a commercial.
Oh my God. It's been better.
Oh my God.
This is the excitement. This is the excitement that we're having. So yeah, this week has been a lot better. I'm able to relax. I kind of feel that it's going to be okay. We just have to kind of find our own little groove and just let things flow. So if anybody has anything that they would like to donate, then that doesn't mean just supplies. They could donate their time. They could come and sew, just hang out. I encourage staff to come. If you're having a bad day, just come and sit at the sewing table and needlepoint with the guys. Or if you feel like you need to draw, come and feel free and do that, because I think we're going to be starting like a staff wall with kind of some of the things that they're expressing, so that's okay.
All right.
So everybody, welcome, come. And we're trying to figure out a name, so
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to do like a contest maybe,
Yeah.
get like, make suggestions through my mailbox or send them to me over here at the OC, and we'll pick the best one, see what the guys think, and maybe you'll get a free piece of art or a bag or something.